What was one lesson that I learned from Courtney that would carry me to the last lesson that I would learn from Courtney in our relationship? This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 123, Breaking Up, on, uh, on the series Lessons from Courtney, The Winning Pattern, Empower Your Pattern 2.0. This podcast is for those who desire more, who desire to enjoy a better and extraordinary life. In this podcast, I give you the spiritual and temporal tips to help you overcome the adversities in everyday life. Okay. January 16th, 2016. I've been on the phone with Courtney for hours, and she was not making any sense. Especially one thing she said that really broke my heart. She said, I'm thinking about going back to my ex-boyfriend, Wayne. He's thinking about killing himself. Please, James, try to understand. But then, she told me a few hours later, I'm not sure I'm going to go back to Wayne. It was a roller coaster. Ultimately, that first time, she had broken up with me. And I was crushed. But then she called my brother and sister-in-law saying, well, I want him back. And my friend Bishop Dave was like, Jimmy, don't you take her back. And my brother-in-law was kind of like, hey, Jimmy, don't you take her back. She's more problems than what it's worth. But reluctantly, I took her back, which I felt like in some ways was a costly mistake. She had pressed my pity button. February the 5th, 2016, she told me, she said, I can't make my mind who is it going to be. Wayne or you? It could be Wayne. And meanwhile, I'm just crushed going through all this roller coaster stuff. So she hangs up from me, And at this point, I'm kind of like, okay, that's it. I'm thinking to myself in my head, Courtney, girl, you have 3 days to decide who you want to be with. And then after that, that's it. I'll just break it off. And then she calls me Sunday the 7th, and she says, James, I gotta tell you something. I had a talk with my dad. You're the only one that really respects me, baby. Main one that treats me right among the guys I've been with. And then that night she calls me. I mean, just basically not making any sense. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to be able to keep my covenants with this girl. Monday, February the 8th. I was having a horrible day. I come home, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, if she's with me, she'll be a good girl. She'll want to commiserate with me, help me feel better. She calls me, and I'm thinking, okay, great, maybe we can finally work it out. And she says, I made my decision. I want to be with Wayne. You talk about just be a blow away. I said, okay, I've warned you. Your number will be blocked. Don't try to call me. I'm not interested in talking to you anymore. She said, good, because Wayne asked me to marry him, and I said yes. 2 days later, she's calling me. I didn't mean that. And so I went to Bishop Dave for counsel. And he says, don't you even think about answering the phone to her. And all that next day, Thursday, when I was going to school and going to the temple, she was calling and just things were getting too overwhelming. He said, you're going to have to find some way to make her leave you alone. And when I come home that night, my sister-in-law, she's like, well, I'm sorry, but James, she wants you back. I said, you're going to have to tell her to leave me alone. Well, we can't do that. So meanwhile, I'm just like steaming with anger. I was sad at our first breakup, and I was sad at our second one for about a day or so. But then I knew that I had to move on. For the sake of me, for the sake of my dear sweet mama, and for the sake of the winning pattern. Tune in. The next video, we're going to talk about the last lesson from Courtney, thank goodness. We hope that you enjoyed watching Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please hit the thumbs up, the like button, and subscribe, because we would love to have you as a part of the Empower Your Pattern community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time, do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you.